This time on Secrets of Solania. Are you going to be selling your weaponry to these obvious mobsters?
Absolutely. What? Of course I am.
Are there any specifics I could give Zergo?
Okay, let's
'Cause I
see.
can tell I can tell the man wants details.
Okay.
I remember seeing the gnome and the pirate in a pub. We could start there.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna sigh like, ah, shit. Here we go again.
It's a bright and sunny morning. Norman, of course, has his card of weaponry, and it appears that while Nob just woke up, just had his morning cup of coffee, gets dressed, gets downstairs, crosses the street to meet up with Norman. He sees that Norman has immediately begun talking with mobsters. So you're saying these weapons are top tier, eh? The guy in the blue suit, he's just there, arms folded. The other guy, brown suit, he's eating a cannoli while they're listening to their boss try to make a deal with Norman. And of course, Nob sees all of that at the moment.
Nob's gonna look disappointed, but not interfere. Just sheer disappointment. Just
Norman, are you going to be selling your weaponry to these obvious mobsters?
Absolutely. What? Of course I am.
Oh dear. Nob's watching, but he's not approaching any closer. He sets the blunderbuss down. He picks up a revolver. He goes to turn the revolver, like the barrel in it, and the barrel just falls out. He looks over at Norman. So what do you want to tell me about this one?
You get what you pay for.
I
500
expect.
gold gets you these weapons. 1,000 gold gets you much better weapons.
Hey, I don't know about this deal, boss. I mean, look at this thing. It just fell apart. It's not even. It didn't even just come loose. It's like the gears in it crumbled. He says, as he picks up the barrel. The guy in the brown suit does. He's looking at it. The bullets fall out as it slips a little. These ain't even the right caliber for it. And why is it loaded? And then the guy, he sets the revolver down. He said, "Okay, so what about these better weapons, eh? Got any of those better weapons in that barrel, that wheelbarrow of yours?"
Maybe, maybe not. That's not the point. Do you have 1,000 gold?
Do I have 1,000 gold? Hey, Louis, show him your 1,000 gold. Yeah, I got my 1,000 gold here, boss. Reaches into his breast pocket and he just sets like a hefty coin purse down. Easily, like you can see from the inside of it, Norman sees that there is platinum in it and plenty of it.
All right, now we have to hit the pause button. How much creative liberty can I get away with? Because
What?
if I've had this full wheelbarrow the entire time full of shoddy weapons, can I have like one really good one? But I mean, I don't know how much creative liberty, because I mean, how busted would that be if I all of a sudden had 1,000 gold? That doesn't work. No, okay, I'm gonna play this off. 1,000 gold gives you great weapon. That's right. That's right. And then I'm going to sidle up the force ballista up to the mob boss. This is what 1,000 gold gets you. Anyone who was in the caravan could tell you that this thing was the sole reason that we survived the flesh golems of the zombie ravine. This never misses. I wish I tried. Even when I missed once, it blew the head right off of a horse. But it works.
Hey, boss, this looks like some arcane type stuff. Look at this. It's got It's got magic runes on it. What do you load it with? How does this one work?
You don't load it. It's a force ballista. Force. It uses arcane magic to shoot air.
What kind of damage can you do, huh? Hey, boss, I
All
was
right,
in a
how about you
hurricane
stand
once.
right in front of it for me?
Ooh. Hey, Louie, you want to stand in front of it? No, I'm not going to stand in front of it. Hey, you, pencil neck. They look over at Knob and point at him.
I was just kind of gonna shrug, like, what?
Come here.
No, meanders his way, being extra slow.
I don't know about this one. He don't look too sturdy. We might need a bigger target, something better. Um, I'd kind of like to see it in action before we try to make any transaction. Know what I mean? Ah, look at him with the wise words. So the guy in the gray suit, he kneels down. He looks over at Norbert, and he like just starts measuring him, like with his eyes. Obviously, he goes, "Yeah, you might do. You might be sturdy enough. Uh, ever heard of a force ballista?"
Once Knob gets over there, he's gonna just say, no, don't do it. And he's gonna start walking away.
Hey, we're not done. Why you walk away from the boss like that? Hey, and let him go. He ain't gonna take a hit from a force ballista. All right. Uh, let's see. Hey, y'all know if Mick is paid up on his debt over there? Paid up on his dues? Uh, you've been 2 weeks behind, boss. Nah, fuck it. Norman, point that force ballista at the wall and show us how it's done.
The wall or the man who owes a debt?
I didn't catch what he said. Did you hear that? I think he was talking about the guy who owes the debt, boss. Yeah, okay, all right. Uh, point it at that wall there. Show us how it's done.
You want the wall to be covered with the dead man?
Nah, just shoot the wall.
Understood. And so he's just going to saddle up the spider for ballista to face the wall, which I'm assuming is what? Made of wood, brick? Doesn't matter.
Right.
All right. And so what? You want me to take a roll?
Yeah, I mean, let's.
Or are we just going to say he opened fires? He just lets the full force of the ballista just shoot off into the wall.
Give me an attack with advantage, even though the wall's not going anywhere, just to see what happens.
All right. 23.
Oh,
That definitely blows, hits the wall, so roll your damage.
mm-hmm.
19?
So, like, inside, there's a couple of
19.
tavern customers. I mean, not many at this hour since it's still morning. There's like some at a bar stool waiting for some like bacon and eggs, and some are just waiting for a drink still. There's less than a handful of people in there at the time, but brick suddenly just everywhere as like people like run to the other side of the building screaming. The bartender like ducks under as like just shrapnel takes out a couple of tables. The booth that was adjacent on the opposite side of that wall. Whoa, that was a big hole in the wall there.
Freak out!
That was pretty good, pretty good. It was about the quality of a cannon, I'd say. Yeah, I'd buy 2 of those if I had them.
Only one. 1,000 gold, please.
All right, you drive a hard bargain, but you got a deal. All these other weapons are junk, but we'll take that force ballista off your hand. Louis, pay him. All right, boss. So he pays you. Let's see, 1,000 gold. Now remember, in Selenia, silver and gold values have swapped.
Oh,
So
that's right. So that's 100 silver,
yeah, that's going to be 10 platinum.
10 platinum.
Yeah,
Right, like
Louis pays with that top coin there, and they go to cart away the force ballista.
I'm going to just be holding the gold and putting it in my wheelbarrow as I just chuckle and giddily giggle my way into like an alleyway or just somewhere. I'm going to go try to find my criminal informant.
Nice. Okay, so you're looking for your criminal informant.
Yes.
All right. You and Knob were supposed to be working together, though. Knob, are you still in like eye shot of this, or did you like?
I'm still an eye shot. Don't get me wrong. This is hilarious.
Okay. So you see Norman go to leave. Are you gonna like go with him now or not?
I'm gonna follow for a little bit, then catch up. I want to make sure that the mob guys don't tail us.
Yeah. Okay. Mob guys are obviously out of there. They like the deal. With Norman, let's see. We'll say you're walking for a while, and then you guys catch up real quick.
10 pretty platinum, all for Norman.
Wow,
So obviously, yeah, Norman's made some money there.
good for you, Norman. Good for you.
Yes,
Now,
Robert. Yeah, look how much money we made. Money!
oh, I
I
think
can
you
buy
made
like
that
10 force ballistas with this cash.
exactly.
Speaking of which, Norman's gonna blow his whistle. He's just gonna like blow into his fingers and let and have the force ballista like climb out of the mobster's wagon and come back chasing toward us.
You know what? Give me a stealth roll on that one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're going to use your stealth stats for that force ballista.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Let's see. So stealth is going to be. I'm terrible at this. Let's see. God, my stealth is shit. Athletics. No. Stealth. There it is. +5. Never mind. Oh God, am I proficient in stealth? Wait a minute. Hold on. A 13. Not good.
Let me see if they notice. So, yeah, surprisingly, they don't notice. The guy in the
There
gray
ain't no way.
suit, the brown suit, he almost noticed. He like threw the blanket on just seconds, turns back to continue his conversation with Louie and their boss while eating the rest of his cannoli. And that's when the force ballista leaves them.
So
They're-
Norman's just going to kind of like, well, there you are, my beauty. Thank you. Welcome home. And then he's just going to climb on top of it and ride it like he normally does.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna sigh like, ah, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, don't give me that look. Sure, you got suckered into buying some bad cannons, but technically I did sell them the force ballista. It's not my fault they wanted to come back to daddy.
So, meanwhile, on the side of town, there it is. Okay. So, on like the far western side of town, about south of the eastern, I said west, far eastern side of town, south of the eastern gate by like a couple blocks, there is a vigil temple where Quincy has been waiting for a while. And chances are, I would say, if Zergo's not outside at this point still, like he's camping outside the city, then he might be around that temple somewhere, just waiting for any earshot of Quincy being mentioned or seeing Quincy, something like that. But
Right.
alas, inside, Quincy has received letter from Sir Carvo saying, basically, in not so many words, I'm not going to read it word for word, but he tells Quincy that good job deducing on the on Widow Willow being the necromancer, finding the evidence that they needed, getting rid of her clone husk, whatever you want to call that, and killing one of her ghoul orphans. So he goes to elaborate further that in the time to come, he's going to need to put like a team together. FourTrades is short staffed on vigil and inquisitors. The ones that are there are poorly trained. He asks that Quincy find some people that can at least hold their own and possibly be a reliable or trustworthy to him asset in finding this necromancer, putting a stop to her as, of course, the main two objectives.
Right, right. So Quincy he's got that big blue diamond that he took off of the clone's body, and he's just kind of rotating that in one of his pockets as he's reading over the letter and contemplating who to really to trust or who to go and look towards next. And he's thinking to himself like, oh well, there's always Zargo. He's been following me around for quite some time now. I think that he would really prefer to get some action. And he just he's just contemplating, thinking back to like the couple of days prior. Like, no, that is true. I do know a couple of other guys as well. And he's just looking around this like vast, empty like temple. It's like, well, there's nobody here that can do it, and I really feel like I need to make sure that it's going to be a good group. Um, so yeah, he would take the letter in hand and he would head out to meet Zergo, I guess, at the front door.
As soon as Quincy opens the double doors to the Vigil Temple, I mean, immediately he sees Zergo, like speak of the devil sort of moment.
Oh, Zergi, it's fantastic to see you again.
Don't call me that.
Come on, you know you like my nicknames. So I got word from my leader, and I do need a group of people to help me with a mission. And
What mission?
I know two isn't really your kind of party, but we've got a couple of leads on the Lady Willow that we were accompanying.
Okay.
Are there any specifics I could give Zergo?
Okay, let's
'Cause I
see.
can tell I can tell the man wants details.
Okay. There is rumor of a ruin of an orphanage that used to exist, and since orphanages kind of like she has a lot of tie-ins with the orphanages at Baleport. She's been clearly abducting orphans and turning them into ghouls. At least with those two that she had, and there's still orphans missing. It stands to reason that maybe she would go to the abandoned orphanage just outside of Bell's Field in Pradia.
Okay, yes, so I'd recite some of that information back to him. It's like, but there's an abandoned orphanage outside of Pradia. There's a good chance that she could be there attempting to house some more of her ghoulish orphans.
Okay.
You want to sink that giant bone of yours into some zombie flesh?
Sure.
As much as I do appreciate your help, and I know how capable of a fighter you are, I think that we might need a little bit of a bigger group than what just the two of us.
I agree.
Do you know what happened to the other guys since we've been here? I know it's only been a couple of days, but you can't really keep up with everybody. Do you know where anyone might be?
I remember seeing the gnome and the pirate in a pub. We could start there.
Oh, sounds wonderful. We can even get ourselves a midday drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
Oh, Zergi, you always drink so much when I'm around. Come on, let's go.
Stop touching me so much.
But yeah.
So as Zergo and Quincy team up, going off back to the western side of the city, let's get 2 investigation rolls from let's see, Nob and Norman working together, trying to get to Norman's contact that he had in the pub at that time.
So that's going to be a 21 altogether.
Nat 20.
25. Woohoo!
So I'm going to give you a choice here. You have 2 contacts that you know you can meet in this city at the time. Do you want to meet the Triton male pirate? That like he's the one that's been kind of like, even though you make some of the like the cheaper weapons that break and malfunction, he's been kind of supplying you with some, giving you some ideas of how to make them fall to your, even providing you with the metals to make those weapons. Or do you want to meet with a certain gnome resistance fighter?
Oh, definitely the gnome.
So Norman takes Nob, and they start. They head north into the city. From there, they find a way into the catacombs. Well, first it's the sewers. They start to head southwest into the catacombs, and then it's just further down, further south, further down, further east, up a little bit. Finally, obviously, they're like on the south part of the city at this point, and like an hour or two has passed when they get to this open, like underground sewer river spot, kind of like similar to the Thieves Guild area in Skyrim.
Hmm.
Right.
There's these
All right.
huge barrels that obviously were made by giants. Um, whether it was long ago or recent, it's kind of hard to tell. Um, it was used with like Circuitera wood. So everybody in this part of the sewer, the hidden layer, is wearing a green cape, a red gnome cap. They've got the same like gnomish shoes. There seems to be a distinction of rank with the tunics that they wear. Blue being like command, matching green for regular or um like from sergeant down is wearing the green, and then different shades of like cadet blue, robin's egg blue, sky blue for commanding ranks, captain and higher. So uh Norman takes Knob and they go right up to where this captain here is sitting at a table, butterfly net resting in the corner, and he's just munching down on like a really huge sandwich. Which, I mean, he's got really big hands for a gnome, so he's like holding it with ease. And then it looks like he's about on the verge of unhinging his jaw to eat this sandwich with like all sorts of ham and bacon on it. Takes a big
Morrow,
bite.
Captain Owlbrow.
Norman, one of my greatest associates here in the city. I could see that it looks like you've made yourself some coin recently. What happened?
You know, the big folk can't tell good gear from bad gear. They just bought me 10 platinum from me own cannon.
And it was the big folk, huh? Was it the vigil? Have you been selling? Were you selling to the vigil?
Some funny talking people eating some kind of stuffed frosting thing. They're not important.
The mobsters, sir, says like the gnome beside him, like a even like more bulbous nose, and the captain just I hate those guys too. They are assholes in this city. So wonderful. Thank you for that. I appreciate that you're making money off of them and scamming those guys. I of course will do what I can with my agents to make sure that the heat is taken off of you in the meantime. And he like
Trust
gestures
me, I
towards
can
one of the.
always fasten something that looks just like my force ballista. It'll look just the same. Won't work.
Don't worry about that. They're gonna find out that you duped them with your ballista coming. So that's okay though. My guys, they're gonna create even more problems for the mobsters. And he gestures towards like the guys in the green suits. They get gnomes scurrying off to go to the surface to cause more trouble. And instead of like grabbing a spear or a sword or a warhammer, you notice they're grabbing the butterfly nets. Or at least
Ah,
Nob does. To Norman, this is normal.
still bringing the fight to the tall folk, I see.
Oh yeah, down with the tall folk. He sets his like half of his sandwich down, and he like cracks his knuckles real loudly. He says, "Now, what brings you guys down here today?"